The thing that fascinates me the most about Episode 9 is, of course, the curiosity of exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to connect this film to the prequels and the originals, while also exploring other parts of the Force that will change everything in Episode 9. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, we do know that principal photography is coming to an end as we get into the final weeks of filming for Episode 9. We do know that they aim to end everything this February of 2019. Of course, because of some of the script rewrites and adjustments, they're going to go further into the month of February for filming, so that's one thing to keep note of. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art, and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with one of the set designs for a sequence involving both Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, and Mark Hamill that will truly change the game of the Star Wars franchise. Specifically, Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver are set to shoot a sequence inside of a 360-degree green screen that is said to use heavy CGI sequences involving the two actors. 2 cameras will be used to spin around both Adam and Daisy, and it's said that the CG used to replace the green screen is described as a moment of Rey and Kylo in tune with the netherworld of the Force and will show a side of the Force that audience members have never seen before, and it is said to change everything in the Skywalker saga, and the way fans see the concept of the Force and the understanding of it. Mark Hamill is also said to be a part of the sequence, however not as long as Adam and Daisy. The shoot is said to last 2 days and will be based in the 3rd act of the film. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this that are getting me very excited about this movie and what J.J. Abrams is trying to explore in this film. Now, we do know that J.J. really wants to show us a side of Star Wars that we have never seen before in the past 8 movies, which honestly I think is very ambitious. The fact that he's trying to do such an incredible thing like that, I think it's going to show in this movie greatly. Now, the first thing that I do want to go over is how they're going to be based within a 360-degree green screen. So, basically imagine a green screen that's stretched around like a circle, and both Rey and Kylo Ren, Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, will be standing in the middle of all of this, with 2 cameras around them, rotating around them, and the CG that will replace the green screen is actually said to be a moment in which both Kylo and Rey are in tune with the Force, specifically the netherworld of the Force. Now, the fact that Mark Hamill does have a little sequence in this interaction between both Kylo Ren and Rey, I believe tells us that this is most definitely the sequence that we've been hearing about for so very long now, that Mark Hamill, Adam Driver, and Daisy Ridley would eventually have a scene together. Now, this most likely is the very first time where both Kylo Ren and Rey get to see Luke Skywalker at the same exact time. So, is it possible that this is the very moment in which Kylo Ren sees the Force ghost of Luke Skywalker while Rey is by his side? Now, we do know that apart from the 3rd act, that there are scenes between both Adam and Mark Hamill. Same exact thing goes for Daisy Ridley and Mark. However, this specific sequence has to do with all 3 cast members, telling us that we are indeed going to see a side of the Star Wars universe that we have never seen before. And we heard about this lightly. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but through some of the script rewrites, we actually heard that J.J. Abrams wanted to do something very incredible with the Force and showing a side of Star Wars that fans have never seen. This most definitely lines directly up with just that, the netherworld of the Force being shown, alright, visually speaking, of course, on the big screen for the very first time. Now, could this also line directly up with why there will be a lot of cameos in the movie, such as Obi-Wan, Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, all these different characters have the potential to be shown within the netherworld of the Force, as well as pieces of dialogue being heard as well. So if we think about everything here, all the way back to the prequels and the originals, you know, every single movie talks about the Force, and we never got to see, you know, exactly what they were actually talking about visually speaking, and we may very well just get this in the form of the netherworld of the Force from what it seems, because Kylo and Rey are in tune with the netherworld. Now, I don't know how long this sequence is going to be. It's going to last 2 days, so it must be at the very least a 3-minute scene. At least. You know, if they're shooting for 2 days, I would assume that it would be around 3 to 5 minutes tops. So what they're trying to do in this film, like I say, JJ really wants to connect this movie to not just the prequels and the originals, but also including tons of new Star Wars lore, as well as showing us a different side of the Force that fans have never seen before. You know, even at the very end of Revenge of the Sith, Yoda speaks about the Netherworld and Qui-Gon Jinn, and a lot of fans just want to know what it looks like in there. You know, where Kylo Ren and Qui-Gon go. And I think that's what J.J. Abrams is really trying to do here, and I'm very excited to see exactly how this is really going to be done. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.